They're the families left shattered by the tragic deaths of 3 Indigenous girls.
Every once in a while, I think of her and get a picture of her face, and then I cry.
She would have went through hell. She would have, because she had literally no one.
Now, Coroner Greg Canavanagh has delivered his findings into the suspected suicides of Fionica James, Keturah, Mamarika and Layla Leering. In a damning report, Mr Cavanagh slammed authorities for their failure to protect the girls despite repeated warnings about their safety. He writes, "These children lived and died in conditions of violence, sexual molestation and despair. That these conditions continued to exist in an affluent country such as Australia is a disgrace." The findings come just days after the mother and sister of one of the girls spoke out about the need to protect Aboriginal children from abuse. Jasmine Jingles had been separated from her sister Layla after she left to live with her father's side of the family when she was 4.
Another black young Indigenous girl that's drunk, or she's getting drunk, or she's getting stoned. Like, no, that's not the issue. If a young person is drinking, it's because they're acting out, it's because they don't actually have support in their home.
The coroner found Layla and Keturah were likely raped just hours before their deaths and raised questions about whether Keturah had taken her own life. Her death remains suspicious and the circumstances of her death remain open. A common theme in the 3 girls' cases was a failure of the Child Protection Department to act on notifications, particularly when it came to sexual abuse. Fionica had presented at a health clinic with a sexually transmitted infection when she was 13. At the age of 14, authorities were told she was in an abusive sexual relationship with a man 10 years older than her, yet no steps were taken to remove her to safety. A short time later, authorities were informed she had attempted to kill herself. There was a recommendation that she be provided counselling, but it never took place. The coroner referred several matters to police and made 2 recommendations about the need for government agencies to better share information. But after a failure to act on previous inquiries, he's already questioned if this report will suffer the same fate. Matt Cunningham, Sky News.